Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 48.
Yes, welcome everybody to another live stream we have for you here today. My name is Arit for those of you who are new here, and this is Jewel, and we're founders of Essetino Artists. We help creative entrepreneurs grow their business online, learn more about marketing and making more money as well, and monetizing those talents that you have. So welcome once again to another live stream. We host these every single Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern for about an hour. We usually, it's about an hour. Sometimes we go over if we got some really juicy conversations going on, and we have a great community here ready to support you. So without further ado, let's say hello to some people.
Yeah, before we get started, share your wins for the week. What were your wins? What were the highs? Maybe you had some lows. Share them with us so we can all celebrate.
All right, we have Teddy in the house. Hello.
Hey Teddy, how's it going?
And Roland, howdy.
Roland from Getting It Done North of 7.
And MJ Studio Production. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream.
And we've got Timothy in the house. Hey, Timothy, great to have you back. We missed you last week.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, how your week has been. We'd love to hear from you. Share those wins with us. Any milestones you've hit. How is progress coming along with whatever it is that you're working on? We'd love to hear about it.
And shout out to MJ Recording Studio for the super sticker. You can see it here on the chat here.
Wow, thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Let us know if you have any questions. And I believe it's your first time joining the live stream live. I haven't seen you in the comments before, but thank you so much for the super chat donation.
Yeah, and let us know where it is that you're watching from and how you found our channel as well. We'd love to hear about that.
And Timothy said, I finally started working on my first digital class, painting the portrait in airbrush and India ink. Interesting.
Ooh, very nice. So you created, or you're starting to work on creating an online course for your students. That's really great. How is it coming along?
And we've got Jojo in the house. Hey, Jojo. That's twice in a row. Last week and this week.
Great to see you here. Awesome, guys. So yeah, while we just wait for some more people to come in, let us know once again how your week was. Share a win with us. Jewel, what are some of your wins this past week?
Well, it's general for me, like just general maintenance. Nothing too crazy. I've been doing more outdoors type stuff. So I wouldn't say anything business related, to be honest. I'm just, enjoying the summer.
Awesome. Well, for me, my mom had her second surgery for her cataracts, her second eye surgery. And that was a win for me to hear that all of that went through successfully and she's okay and she's doing well. So that was a great win for the family in general. And also, I am so close to finishing our funnel for the new program that we're going to be releasing, which teaches YouTubers and even new YouTubers who haven't created their channel yet how to grow on YouTube. So how to get organic traffic, learning more about SEO, learning more about how to rank your videos in the search engines. So we've created a program associated with that and building out all of the funnel elements related to that. It's been designed and tested. So we're really close to launching. We actually haven't picked a launch date yet. It's, coming onto the summer here. So I'm not sure yet if we're going to be releasing it right away in the summer or maybe waiting a little bit later in the year. But as soon as we have a launch date for you guys, you'll be the first to know in one of these live streams.
I think it should be like in the fall when people are coming back.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So we'll figure that out and let you guys know.
Also, I just saw in the group here, this is a win that I didn't even realize. We just hit 1K members in the
nice.
Creative Business Success Facebook group. There's 1,000 of you in there, and that was kind of like the first milestone that I wanted for the group, was to get to 1,000 members. So we've reached that, I think, like today.
That's awesome. 1,000 members, 1,000 creative entrepreneurs in our business group. And guys, if you haven't joined our Creative Business Success Facebook group, the link is, by the way, scrolling down on the bottom there below, or you could just search Creative Business Success on Facebook. And we post all the time there. We have, we post, and also we have Roland, another one of our group administrators, just posting a bunch of inspirational posts, tips, anything to help you in your business. And that all relates back to, learning more about marketing and just supporting each other. So there's a lot of inspirational stuff in there as well for mindset. So definitely join the group if you haven't already. Well, that's a good milestone.
Teddy said that he did his first poll and gained some valuable insight from the followers. It's a great tool. Yeah, I love doing polls. They're so easy and they're so fun. Like, it's literally just asking, giving people options. And I find that they have the most engagement because it is so easy for people to participate, because it's just click. Like, they don't even need to type anything out. And it's not really like a like or a dislike. It's like actually sharing their opinion. And I did see your poll that you did, Teddy, about asking about the music that was happening in your videos. And I voted. I watched your latest video and I voted. And I said that I like the music, but I do feel that you need to lower it down. As in general, when you have new people that are not used to hearing music in your videos, it can be quite distracting. That's why most of the time we don't have any music in our videos, because we are teaching something and we want the person watching on the other side to get like the full value and not get distracted by any of that. So, but I like the music. It just needs to be a little bit lower, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think music in videos, it really depends on the context in which what you're doing in the videos and what you want to bring attention to. So like Jewel said, we're teaching a lot in our videos, or we're doing interviews, or we have these live streams. And so the focus is really the conversation. I mean, you could definitely have music, absolutely, with no lyrics, preferably no lyrics.
Yeah, don't do any singing in there.
Yeah, instrumentals, you could do that. When it comes to more creative type videos like vlogs, I'm sure you guys have seen that on this channel. That's where we definitely pump up the music and experiment with different types of music as well.
All right, and Timothy said that it's easier than you thought about making a digital course. And yeah, oftentimes when we don't know or try something, we make it seem harder than it actually is.
I think the hardest part is getting started, honestly. Like, I mean, it goes for a lot of things, but especially with creating an online course, the hardest part is getting started. And just diving into figuring out what your course curriculum is going to be. And once you get that momentum going, once you have gotten started, it just it all falls into place. You go from one step to the next so that's good to hear, Timothy. That's going to keep you going, keep that momentum up.
Definitely a win. All right. Teddy is also getting cataract surgery next month. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's a thing. It happens. The doctors were saying that it generally happens. Obviously, when you get older, your eyes just have a buildup of stuff, and they need to get removed.
Yeah, this is the second one. She actually had them quite close together. So I think it was maybe last month or 2 months ago that she had the other one. And you guys saw us recording from a different location as well. So yeah, scheduled it close together to just kind of knock it all off at once.
And MJ Recording Studio says you are entertainers and musicians. You're also charcoal painters.
Ooh.
And it's the first time on the live stream. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining in.
And welcome. Thank you so much for the super chat as well.
Yeah. And Timothy says 1K members. That is so excellent. Yeah, it's so cool. I've been wanting that for a bit now, so I'm glad that, we finally got the 1K members onto 2K now.
Mm-hmm. Roland says congratulations. Timothy says he missed us because he had some side effects, okay, from the vaccine, but you're feeling better, Timothy. Glad to have you back. And Joe just says congrats. Yes, yes. Absolutely. We are from the Philippines. Cool. Talisay. Talisay?
Cebu. They're from Cebu.
What's the Talisay there?
I'm not sure what that is, but I do know the Cebu part. That's cool. Yeah, my parents are from the Philippines. They're from 2 cities called Batangas and Bulacan, which I have both visited once back in 1995. And Philippines it's a totally different world over there. I had a lot of fun.
Hello, Dawn. How's it going?
Dawn does life.
No worries about the 12 minutes.
How are you?
How's your week been, Dawn? Let us know.
We've got Phil
And
in the
hello,
house.
Phil.
Hey, Phil.
How's it going?
Dawn and Phil, since you've just joined, let us know if you've got any wins that you want to share with anyone.
Mm-hmm. All right. And I know that you had a question that you wanted to post to everyone as well. Did you want to go through that?
Yeah, I was going to save it for later.
Okay.
But just like sort of at the halfway mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put in your pocket.
Yeah.
For later. Oh, Heart and Soul Creations from Virginia. Hello, hello. Nice to see you on here. How did you find us, or where did you find us? Would love to hear. I think you're new here to this live stream, right? I see an avatar here, handmade with love. So I'm assuming you are a crafts maker. You make some products. You might have seen us from some of the Etsy tutorials that we have here on the channel. Let us know.
Awesome. From Virginia. That's cool. Well, I guess I could ask the question now as I type it in. Hold on one second. I'm going to type it in here.
Yeah, so Jewel, similar to what we did last week, where we posed a question to you guys, Jewel's just going to type in a question here that we have for you that you might have actually seen in the group as well if you're one of our Creative Business Success members on Facebook. And need some help?
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay. All right. So as she's typing that out, here's the question for you guys. What is one habit that will improve your life? So what's one habit? Maybe it's something that you're working on right now. What's one habit that you'd like to work on that's going to improve whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's in your personal life or for your career, your business? What's one habit that you'd like to focus on? Put it in the comments, guys. Roland says, I've been quietly learning lots of good things about YouTube and creating videos. I say that's a win. Yes. Have you finished the YouTube formula book yet, Roland?
And if you care to share an item that you've learned recently that you didn't know beforehand, that'd be cool to share.
Mm-hmm. All right. Heart and Soul Creation says, I've dropped in from time to time. I have an Etsy shop. Nice. Okay. From Etsy videos. Very cool. What do you sell in your Etsy shop?
Yeah. Please let us know. Yeah, Reed did a really great job with those Etsy videos. People are really loving them. All right,
That's
we
awesome.
got some answers coming in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dawn says, time management. My day always gets away from me.
Mm.
Do you plan your days? Do you plan them a day beforehand, a week beforehand? I was listening to a book from, it's on Audible, but there's a physical book as well. It's by Dan Locke, and the book is called Unlock It, and I'm listening to it on Audible. And he's a successful entrepreneur, multimillionaire. He's actually, one of his goals now is to be a billionaire. And he was talking about, traits of successful entrepreneurs. And one of the things is they have a grasp on their day, and they control their day, and they plan their day. And if you just let it free flow, he says that it will go in any which direction that it catches on. And if you want to do something specific with your life or with your business or whatever, you need to grab a hold of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from learning all about productivity habits, I learned a lot about how to manage my time and how to structure my day so that I get my priorities done first. Like what I used to do was work on the things that are easiest. So check emails, sending off this to someone, and in my mind, it was like, oh, let's get those quick wins to start rolling. But then all of that would take a bunch of time. And so by the end of the day, I wouldn't have enough time to actually finish what was important, what was priority, what would actually tangibly move my business forward. Like, for example, creating a product, or sending like a sales email. Like if you're responding to an inquiry, someone is asking about a product or service that you have, and you need to, it might take you a little bit of time to reply back, but something like that's important. So creating and marketing and sales, those things are very important. And there's certain tasks within those realms that can, that can be a little bit of time wasters, but definitely focus on the priorities and get those off your plate first, and ask yourself, like, what's the one thing that if I get that done today, I can say that I've used my time wisely and I've moved my business forward and I've lived today like it matters. And so ask yourself that question. And what really helped me was using Brendan Burchard's high performance planners. So whether it's like a planner or an agenda, it needs to be a habit, right? You need to get into the habit of using it, of writing in it. And so just start small, just start there. Time management is a really big one.
Yeah, Dan Locke, he is an ultra successful entrepreneur, and his thing that he was explaining in his book was he has 1 to 3 things that he mentally prepares for the next day. So he has these 1 to 3 things that he must get completed in order to feel good, because he said there's a lot of things to do. There's a million things to do, but what's the 1 to 3 things at max that if you did that and didn't do anything else, would that make you feel better? So, and make sure to get that completed. And they're very strict with their time. And we've seen this too with all of our mentors and people that we look up to. They're very strict with their time. They don't let things just flow through the day. They take control of the day very, very well. And for me, what I like to do is on Sundays, I like to plan out the week. So I write out some projects and some things that I know that I need to get completed for the week, like for instance, filming or editing or a client project or something. And those are my priorities projects that I need to work with during the week. And then I use Trello, which is like these boards. It's a planning board thing, but we use it in a way as a task completer.
Mm-hmm.
And we've shown it before. And for me, I need to physically like see it and move it or check it off or highlight it. For me, that's just what I need. I can't just think about it in my head and then, oh, it's completed, and then it just like gets completed in my head. I need to physically like take the post-it and throw it in the garbage or check it off or highlight it or move that box over there.
Yeah, any way that you could do to make your tasks or your priorities tangible, like physically, whether it's something written down on paper, whether it's a sticky note or whether it's a Trello card, you know, put it, like take it from here and put it in something tangible that you can see and physical that you can either check off or move, because that's going to, that kind of, you know, when you do that, when you check that off, when you complete a task, it just provides a little bump of dopamine, and it's just a positive reinforcement for you to keep doing that. It kind of reaffirms that habit the more that you do that. If you keep everything in your mind and then
it gets too bogged down,
yeah,
you miss things, these things slide out and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot about that. And like, this is something that we've had to learn over and over.
I'm still learning more about it.
We haven't mastered it. Like,
yeah, it's like, you really have to find something that works for you. I mean, we're sharing all of these things with you because we've learned them from other people, from books, and Atomic Habits, by the way, is a great book. In terms of reinforcing any habit that you want to, this is actually perfect for this live stream that we're talking about. Get to remove or create a new habit. Atomic Habits is a great one. But yeah, in any case, make it tangible, focus on your priorities, do those first, because that's really what's going to move you forward.
Roland says time management is a habit he's working on.
Yeah.
And Dawn says, I don't structure my day currently. I take lots of mental notes, lol. I do realize that structure is one thing that would change my productivity the most. Yeah, it really is. When you start, what is that word I'm thinking of? Like when you take your day and I say, okay, you know, this is my day. How many hours do I have? And I start piecing in things and placing in things that I know need to go for that certain amount of time. And I've gotten a lot better because I was not someone that wanted to do this kind of thing. I didn't want to be so structured, you know, but I realized if I don't, I'm not going to get stuff done.
Yeah. And I find that creativity and flow and innovating and all that kind of stuff, it comes out of having some form of structure. Because if you leave it just all open, then other things and people and the day will control you rather than you taking control of it. So, you know, if you're worried about it being too structured, then that's totally okay. Just, you know, you don't have to plan out every hour or anything like that. Just start off really simply.
They do, though. Those people, they plan out every minute.
They do. But start off. Don't jump all the way into that if that's like freaking you out. Because if it's freaking you out and you don't feel good about it, you're not going to hold that habit. You're not going to keep it going. So what I'm saying is to start off with something really simple. Maybe it's every day sitting down in the morning with a cup of coffee or tea and planning out your 1 to 3 priorities for the day that you must get done. And that, you know, having that little bit of structure is just going to, it's going to grow bigger. You're going to see the benefit that comes out of that, the reward that comes out of that. And then you can just like, you know, piece it together. You can add something else in later on, but start with that.
Timothy says the one habit he would like to that would change his life is concentrating more on prayer and positive thinking. Yes, it is a habit and it is a skill to be able to do that most of the time, because we are wired to kind of latch on to the negative and to go off of that and to feed off of that in general in society, I find. And when you can flip it, and most of the time, because it's not going to be like 100% of the time you're going to be like so happy and everything's going so well, but if you can, the faster you can bounce back and not let it like drain your day. Like there are people that could have something happen or some traumatic thing, and it brings them down for years, like months, years. And for me, when something like this happens, I realize that when I'm in a negative state with negative energy, that I need to focus on getting back to the positive side as fast as possible. And I do, whether it be from an injury or something sad that happened that I did actually have happen. I will do techniques, certain techniques, to get myself into a happier, positive state faster and out of whatever thing I'm in.
So one of the things that I do for that is, and by the way, guys, if you're just joining us, we're discussing what is one habit that you would like to focus on to improve your life, whether it's your personal life, your business, your career, whatever it is. What's one habit that will improve your life? So Timothy said here, for me, it's concentrating more on prayer and positive thinking. So one of the things that has really helped me with that is when I'm in a crappy mood or I'm just not okay, so let us know if you guys can hear us and see us okay, because on our end, the live stream just kind of buffered there for a second. But yeah, one of the things that I do when I'm not feeling it to harbor a habit of positive thinking is to focus on 10 things I'm grateful for. So I'll right away, just in my mind, or even sometimes writing it down, I'll list out 10 things that I'm grateful for. And, it often starts off with very surface level things like, oh, I'm grateful that it's sunny out. Like, very like superficial kind of things. But it's really interesting because by the like 8th, 9th, 10th, it's deeper, it's a lot deeper, and having gratitude for certain relationships in your life or certain things that are going well for you in your business, that you're doing what you love, it's more soul connected. So it's really, so by doing that, you're altering your state. It's literally impossible to focus on negative when you're doing this exercise, because you're focusing on the positive. You're focusing on what you're grateful for. You can't have both at the same time. So that's one of the things that I've gotten into the habit of doing. And I also sometimes do it when I first wake up, not to say that I wake up in a bad mood or anything, but I just do it to start my day off on a positive note. And that just kind of, harvests that habit of positive thinking even more.
And I was not the type of person to have gratitude and to be grateful. I was that person that would think all this stuff was cheesy and like being grateful and all this kind of stuff. Like I used to make fun of that all the time. And it really does work. The 10 things you're grateful for when you're in a really bad state really does help. So for instance, I don't know, something's happened and I'm not feeling it or I'm frustrated. And then Arit will say, okay, name 10 things you're grateful for. And then at first you're just like, I'm grateful that I'm alive, and then
I know she'll like roll her eyes at me like, okay, number one.
And then it's true. By the time you get to the 10th one, you're like, I'm grateful that I have this and that, and that you really do find things, and it actually does make you feel better, because it is, you can't hold the negative state and be grateful at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got Product Patrol in the house.
Hello.
Hey Cheeks, how is the home renovations going? And I look forward to your live stream tomorrow. I'm going to try and make it on video if you're still doing the guest appearances as well. Cheeks does a live stream on Fridays at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. It's a really fun time. Food reviews, product reviews, talking about movies. It's like literally a great hangout.
Lots of entertainment. Okay, we have Roland saying,
Heart and Soul loves Trello. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, Heart and Soul, I saw your comment up there. We missed it here. So you do wedding party gifts, getting into some farmhouse decor. Really cool.
Niche.
That's awesome. That must be, wedding party gifts, that must be flying on Etsy. A lot of people, like for weddings and bachelorettes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great place to be.
For my sister's wedding, we literally got so much stuff on there. We got the bridesmaids dresses, the floral
flowers,
the wedding invitations, just like a bunch of stuff for her wedding on Etsy. Let's see here. Product Patrol being a little cheeky, as he is Cheeks. I always have at least one snack a day and check off some comments. Nice.
Awesome.
Roland is also using Trello more now. Yeah, get into the habit. It's all about habits. It's all about when you build these habits and get rid of crap habits that you really start to see the changes in your life.
Yeah. So, Trello is just one tool. Trello is really good. We also use Airtable, not necessarily for personal, like planning out our week or anything, but we use it as a tool for helping us with our YouTube channel, for example, listing out all of our videos that we have lined up for the week and progress on each. So whether it's uploaded or the SEO's done, whether the thumbnail's done, that kind of thing. So, there's so many things, there's so many tools around us that we could use. Use them to your advantage. If it's something that you find, if like writing things down on a piece of paper is just not working for you, don't stop there and say that time management or productivity doesn't work for you. Find a tool or a resource or something. Just keep trying. Don't give up on it. Keep trying, and you'll find something that works for you.
We've got Brayden in the house. Hey, Brayden.
Hi, Brayden.
We are asking everyone the question, what's one habit that will improve your life?
Yes.
And it's really cool that, that people are willing to share this and put it out there and, get some vibrations back to maybe tackle it on, like go for it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Lisa in the house. You're in Baltimore, Maryland.
Hi, Lisa. Oh, okay, cool.
I've never been there, and I would love to go to as many states as I can. States, just because it's easier access. Obviously countries too, but like I always like jot down which states I've been to.
How has your week been, Lisa? Let us know in the comments. Product Patrol is getting ready for a campfire. Nice. Very cool. Great advice on time management. Glad you found it helpful, Roland. Teddy says 3 must-do things. Wake up, eat breakfast, make a video.
That's awesome.
You got it. There you go. You got it down.
You have your habit, your routine. You're in flow.
And that's really the key. That's the key to all of these things that we want, whether it's, building something better in terms of positive thinking or growing our business, working on ourselves, our personal growth, whether you want to read more, anything. It's all stemmed from habits. And it's those little micro actions that we take on a day-to-day basis that end up resulting in huge rewards for us.
And see, Teddy, you just keep doing those 3 things over and over and over and over, and now your YouTube channel is past 5,000 subscribers. You've now, I believe, you're generating close to $1,000 in ad revenue a month, and maybe some other revenue from your channel as well. And I saw the poll that you did. You got like at I think over 150 or 200 votes, or maybe even more. At least the time when I saw it, it was at like
Amazing.
160 something. And I'm like, you're getting crazy engagement.
Really engaged community. That's great.
People were commenting like crazy, like, and that's because you started from one. You started from one video, then two, then three, then four.
Yeah.
And you've learned that very well.
Stack those wins.
Yeah, Dawn is agreeing with Timothy. Positive thinking is another big one. It's the little things that seem underrated and cheesy that seriously make a big difference and can change your life.
Mm-hmm. They say for every one negative comment or thought, it takes 10 positive ones to erase it.
Right? The negative ones, they're so strong.
They can definitely burn. Yeah.
I'm human, and I'll get some negative, crazy comment about something, and it'll like sometimes it'll rub me the wrong way, but I have to think about the bigger picture. Product Patrol just said, just hit the like button. Thank you so much, Cheeks of Product Patrol.
Nice. And gratitude journal. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I used to do that. I used to have a gratitude journal that I would write in every single day. But now that I've trained myself to think about just listing out 10 things in my head when I have that, when something's not going right, or when I feel stressed, or whatever the case might be, that instantly gratitude, focusing on 10 things that I'm grateful for, just right away in my mind, it always helps, always.
And Heart and Soul Creation said, I'm blessed to be busy from January to September.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's
absolutely
so cool. How long have you been doing your Etsy store? Tenderheart said, I really enjoyed your last video of you do not need professional equipment to be successful on YouTube. Thank you so much. That's a video I've been wanting to make for a long time. I've said the concept of that many times in interviews and on the live stream, but creating a specific video on that, showing people, is something I've wanted to do that for a while. And I did a little bit of a different take on it. If you guys haven't seen it, I was doing more of a voice narration thing and getting really close to the mic and trying to be a little bit more dramatic with my voice than just being like pumped up and happy all the time. And I really did want to get the point across to you guys that you really don't need professional equipment to be successful on YouTube. And we are living proof of that. Mm-hmm. Literally, this setup, this webcam, which is like $100, and this
ain't a professional setup, but you know what, it works.
Was $30 when we bought it.
Yeah,
is all that we use. And there's a ring light that you can see on the side of my head right now that was like $40, and that's it. And people think that you need like a super DSLR blue light in the background. Like, yeah. Don't get me wrong. If you love that and you want to go for that, that's great. But I find that people use it as a crutch to never get started.
Yeah.
And to use it as a crutch to be like, oh, this is too difficult.
Yeah. We have both setups. Like, we have a super casual setup like this, and then we have the DSLR backlighting setup as well. But, go with the setup with whatever you have that you can consistently use to pump out your videos. Consistently. That's the key.
And at the end of the day, we always follow this 80-20 rule, right? And it's, if you're going to have these two setups, right, and you do the pros and cons. One setup is this setup, which is the simpler setup. Then the other setup looks crazier, looks cooler, better quality. But that setup takes way longer to set up. And at the end of the day, is that going to make or break your channel, right? For most of the time, no, it's not. And so that's why we got to go with what's going to be easiest, what's going to move us forward, And yeah, there are times where I dread setting up that crazier setup because the lighting is very tricky where we usually film, and I just that come up and I'm just like, oh, just turn this on, and let's just go with that. Now, like I said, it's not going to work exactly for everybody, because if you are like a video productions company or something, then yeah, you're going to need good gear and you're going to need like the best stuff. And if you're showing videography, then yeah, you're going to need to be good at that, and you're going to need to know the complicated gear. But for most people, no, you don't need it.
Happened for you guys too, the buffering.
Okay, so I'm just gonna unconnect. Okay. We're just gonna unconnect our phones so that.
Oh, I'm not connected on there. Yeah.
You're not even connected?
Nope. Video clips. Where are you watching from? And welcome. Teddy says 450 votes now on his poll. That's awesome. Wow, that's really great, Teddy. Keep doing that. Keep using those polls, because you can absolutely get some great feedback from your audience. Sorry for the blinding. I closed the blinds, but we have some crazy lighting shining behind me there, blinding our viewers.
Are we still in focus? Okay.
Lisa says it's been
there we go.
Good. The Goodwill store that I work at we've been first place 4 times now in a row.
That's amazing. That's a win for you.
Nice,
That's
Lisa.
so cool. I love finding stuff, and back when I used to do Amazon arbitrage and like Facebook, like flipping and reselling and stuff. Well, there's a crazy light bulb happening. I used to go to like the thrift stores and the Goodwill stores to find stuff to flip on Facebook Marketplace, and it was fun. It's fun for me to find stuff like that. We've got Ramon Smarty Cartoons in the house. You're busy there with clients and more week. Sorry, it's hard. It's more
busy here with clients and 1 more week of teaching art.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then it's like summer vacation, right?
Yeah, we're a week until vacation.
Oh man. Remember in school and then summer vacation? Oh yeah. God, I was like always dying for summer vacation.
Yeah. Oh, that's something that you always look forward to. Roland says you only use your phone, tripod, and lapel mic.
There you go.
Perfect.
And your channel is successful. You're almost at 1,000 Google ad revenue. And you are, I believe you're at 2,000 something subscribers.
That's amazing. Yeah, you really don't. We started with a flip cam, I think it was, right? Was it a flip cam? Something super basic.
I forgot it was those videos. Pocket video recorders, and I believe it was called a flip something. Yeah, it was really popular. It just there was no cords or anything. You just flip the switch, and a USB thing would pop out from the bottom of it, and it was like a sliver. It was kind of like a very thin cell phone. Yeah, and I would have it in my purse at all times, and it literally just had one button. It was like a one red button, and that was it. And then it died, and the company itself went out of business. Yeah, because it was only like you couldn't change the battery from within, so over time the battery would degrade, and then you'd have to change it by getting a new camera.
Oh, that's not a good
a good
but
arrangement. Anyways, like that got me filming so easily. I would just whip it out and just I wish they had improved upon it. That would have been cool.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what we used to get started, and little by little we upgraded one piece and another piece, and you just got to start with what you have, and that's really the most challenging thing to do. We always preach about consistency here on this channel, so go with whatever you can do to keep it up consistently, to consistently keep up the habit of whatever it is that you're working on. It doesn't have to be a YouTube channel and creating videos, maybe just writing posts, blog posts, or doing something to create a new product or a service on your website. Just go with whatever you can get started with and do consistently. That is key.
Yeah, and sorry for the quality going in and out. It's what we've got to work with today.
Yep.
Tender Heart says it gets the job done, and that's what's most important. Yes, we learned very early on in our journey that you have to be able to have the skill to move forward. If you do not, it doesn't matter how all your great ideas and all your great thoughts, if you cannot move forward with it, it's not going to work for you. So that's why, at the end of the day, do the 80-20 rule. What's going to get you one step closer, one step forward.
Mm-hmm.
Heart, you got Tender Heart and Heart and Soul. 3 to 4 years ago, I recently started setting timers to help with time management. It seems to help me move from task to task. Yes, when you really start to research, like we've taken courses on time management and how to structure your month and your day, and it's really like it goes in depth. And when you learn about the brain and how easily distracted it gets, and how from switching from one thing to another, how long it takes, the momentum and stuff, you really start to see what's happening in your day. And yes, I also set a timer thing. So there's this app called Forest, and there's many others. It's cool because it gamifies time management. So I have a problem with touching my phone all the time, as many people do. I get distracted by all the ding and the email, and something's popped up, someone's tagged me, and then when you have like a YouTube channel, there's like comments like every moment. So I sometimes have to put this app on when I know I need to be very focused, and it's called Forest. And what it does is, if you don't touch your phone for whatever time you set it at, the plant or the tree grows. So this is what it looks like right here. And right now it's got like see, look, Uber Eats just popped up. You have this thing, and if you set it for 25 minutes, and if I do not touch my phone for 25 minutes, that plant grows, and you have like you create a forest, and you create the forest by putting on these timers and not touching your phone, and it starts to look really cool, and it makes it into a game, and it works very well on me because I really like when they gamify things, when they've made it into a game. If you touch your phone while you've set the timer on, the plant dies and it gets all shriveled and it doesn't look good. So I've only had that happen a certain amount of times. When this is on, I don't touch my phone. It's just I've created this habit where if someone's calling or someone has messaged, I'm like, I gotta wait like 20 minutes. I can't touch the phone. The thing's growing. So that's another, like, find things that work for you. This works for me. It's fun. And I really do not touch my phone. And I like seeing the thing grow a bit.
I started doing that too for certain tasks, just using the timer on my phone. I'd use the timer on my phone, set it to 15 minutes, and then, I'd tell myself, like, I don't want to spend more than 15 minutes on writing out this email. Because sometimes I write really long emails and it could take a while. And I'm, trying to get better at that and just kind of getting to the point, just going. It shouldn't take you 15 minutes, by the way, to write an email. I'm just using that as an example. That's way too long. But having like an end, let me just finish. Having like an end time to do a certain task, and you're like letting the timer run, it just kind of, it does something to you. Like your brain is just hyper focused on finishing the task before the timer runs out. So yeah, that's something that's really been useful as well for me.
I was just going to say, you've gotten so much better at emails.
Yeah.
I remember in the very beginning, where it would take like an hour or something to write like an email, and she would constantly delete and rewrite and delete. If you like, with the amount of responses and messages now, you need to get fast. Like,
it'd be impossible.
So now it's like fast as possible,
Yeah. like she's not joking. I would take forever to write an email. Like let's say I'd get an inquiry from someone, and it would be like a proposal, like something that I'm proposing to do for them, whether it's a service or like a project or whatever. Yeah, and sending off a quote to them. Those emails would take me the longest, and so like it's just that would not work. It's not sustainable. It's not something I could do consistently. Going back to consistency theme. So yeah, it's like just keep working at it. Set for something that takes you forever and you want to get better at it. And again, sorry, by the way, for the glare that we're blinding you guys.
The light beams.
For something that takes you forever and you want to get better at it, set a timer and watch your time improve over time. Like just keep doing it. Keep using that time to get better at it and even lower it as well.
We've got William Thompson in the house.
Hi, William. I saw your comment as well. So
about
that's why,
Camtasia.
That's why I had my head down. I was grabbing the link for you. So you should have it there in the comments.
It's in the comments, and thank you so much for being interested in the Camtasia course. I've put all the tutorials there, and it will, like, if you go through it, it will speed up your learning curve if you're really wanting to understand Camtasia.
Yeah, she's done like an amazing job on that course, all the way from, just the basics of learning how to edit a simple video, all the way to some creative techniques and some cool things, really cool things that you could do with Camtasia to up the quality of your videos as well.
Roland says he's at 3,000. Oh, wow. You're at 3,000 subscribers. That's
amazing,
crazy.
Roland.
I'm losing track of all your subscribers, everybody. Like, you guys are just crushing it.
Amazing.
All right, we've got Commander.
Commander Gree 30.
There's so many words happening in there.
Hello. And your question is, do you recommend vlogging to create a new stream of income? I've been doing RA retail arbitrage on Amazon, and due to inventory restrictions, I'm feeling that if my account ever got shut down, I'd be stuck.
Yeah, so that is a crazy thing. And okay, yeah. We just pull it back just a little bit. Yes. So with Amazon and with YouTube, with anything, if you only have one stream of income and it goes down, it is devastating. And that's why we always say, like, create multiple streams of income on different platforms, different things, some that are not even on platforms and some that are, are your own thing.
Yeah.
And also learn skills that that if things went down, you can still do stuff. So for us, like, I think about this, and if YouTube were to ever go down, yes, we have multiple income streams, and we have multiple income streams within the main income stream. So we have like ones that are outside of YouTube and a bunch of ones that are within YouTube. And I know that if YouTube were to go down, that we could go onto different sites and go into course creation or go into there or go into design clients or whatever. And then I even go even further back. And then I said, what if the internet goes down? Do I have the skills to keep going here? And I'm like, yeah, I know that I can buy and sell and flip for cash and whatever. Like, if we need to go to survival route, that, I have these backup plans and extra streams ready to go.
Yeah.
So in terms of, do I recommend vlogging specifically? I wouldn't say to vlog, let's say like your journey or adventures outside, just because I do think that it would take a little bit longer to start earning ad revenue. I feel that you should be a little bit more, not so targeted, like niche targeted, but do videos on certain topics that can be monetized. So besides vlogging, is there another topic of videos that you could talk about on your channel?
So you could do, I think what Jules getting at is doing like a series of videos if you wanted to do, because vlogging can mean a bunch of different things to different people. If you're just kind of sharing your day, waking up, that kind of thing, like just you living life, right? that can take a long time to get to. I mean, it doesn't have to, but it can take a long time to get to a stream of income. What will get you there faster is doing something like, for example, some of you guys might have seen Hi-Ri on this channel here. So he doesn't do vlogs, but he's documented his journey investing a certain amount of money in stocks, right? And
Yeah, stocks mainly.
seeing the results of that. So, he would do like these kind of episodic videos, and some people call those vlogs, which is why I'm clarifying this.
Yeah.
So if you're doing something that's like episodic, documenting your journey on a specific topic, then that's really good, especially if it's on a topic that a lot of advertisers want to put their ads on. And for Rye, like, he's doing amazing in terms of his channel, growing his community, his following, and also his revenue on there, because stocks and investing is such a hot topic. But yeah, so you can definitely do vlogging in the sense of like creating a series or episodes documenting your journey on something. People love those. They love to see people go from zero to, results, whatever those results are.
Yeah, that type of vlogging, yes. I wouldn't say to do like a vlogging of, like our vlogs where we just do an adventure of hiking, like follow us hiking. Those are just fun videos that I like to put up on the channel. They don't make money for us. You would need to be like a hardcore, that kind of vlogger to really get like sponsored and things. But if you want to get like Google ad revenue, if you want people approaching you, wanting to pay you to feature their product or service, then I would do like very specific kinds of videos. And depending on your level of experience with retail arbitrage or Amazon, like, the videos that I used to do where I used to show people what I was buying, why I bought it, the profits, I would literally share the profits on the items, and people loved it because most people keep that a secret and they're like, no, I don't want to share what I just bought or what I'm doing with Amazon because I don't want people to steal my ideas and all that kind of stuff. But I was okay with it, and I just put it out there and I show people successful things I made profit on, and I was okay with sharing that kind of information, and people really did appreciate it.
Yeah, people love it when you share your progress on something. I think you did that with Merch by Amazon too. Just starting from zero, and each time, you'd work on, I think it was a week. Every week she created a new video on how our progress is going with March by Amazon, starting from zero. And people loved those as well. So yeah, what is something that you can create if you are wanting to do more vlog style things? What's a topic that you want to create kind of like a series or episodic journey on, sharing that experience with other people?
Or maybe it's something completely different and you don't want nothing to do with this and you want to talk about something else. You can do that too.
Commander Grease says, I started watching your channel when you used to vlog at Canadian Tire. Yeah, exactly. Dollarama back in the day, and I believe that you're both on it.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing those videos where I would literally live stream in a Canadian Tire, in a Dollarama, and showing people like what I'm gonna buy and send to Amazon. And I would actually buy the stuff, show me at the cashier and whatever, and share my thoughts on why I'm purchasing this item. And yeah, we did move on to Etsy from that for doing like t-shirt designs and stuff, but we're not doing Etsy as much anymore right now. What we're doing is building our own courses and using like ClickFunnels and landing pages. So we're trying to going that route as well. Our channel, if you look at our videos in succession, in order, it's like a documentation of our entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
And you can see all the stuff that we got into and things that are still going on. And the one thing that's been constant is has been YouTube, for sure. and that's okay. We're totally cool with that. So whatever you can talk about constantly, I would say start a channel on that, because don't think about, oh, what's going to make me the most money, because then that'll dry up real quick. Like the ideas and the energy will dry up.
Yes, Jewel is the Camtasia guru for sure.
Thank you. And for anybody who's interested, the link course is in the chat there. And I believe it's also in the description of this video.
What's the best video editing app or software for editing your videos on YouTube? I'm a PC user.
Well, I mean, I can only talk about Camtasia because it's literally the only one that I use. I do use another software for more advanced stuff, but like I said, 95% of the time I'm using Camtasia, which is a paid editing software. I've been using it for 10 plus years now, and you'll see on our channel on Wednesdays, I have over 100, maybe 150 Camtasia tutorials on there. I also have a course as well. And I would recommend it because it is very user-friendly. At the end of the day, you can use any editing software, but I have taught people from scratch, how to use Camtasia, and now they are fully editing with Camtasia. So that's what I would recommend, because that's literally the only one that I use. And Dawn says that she uses Filmora. So yeah, I've heard a lot about Filmora. I have not personally used it, but I would just, check it out, try out some free trials and see which one gravitates towards you.
Tender Heart says, thank you for the answer. I've heard of that before, but when you go to YouTube, it's so confusing. Yeah, I know. You'll get everything. And I mean, there's so many videos about every single video editing platform out there, right?
Mm-hmm. I know it's confusing.
It can really be confusing. The reason why we love Camtasia is just it's so user friendly. It's not intimidating like a lot of video editing softwares, like the big names that you hear can be. So Camtasia is super user friendly. You can do a lot with it. You can absolutely edit YouTube videos for your channel with it. And we also love that you could do screen captures with it. They make it so easy that you could capture your screen and film you as well at the same time, and it brings it all into the video editing software, so you're not filming separate pieces of footage. And we do a lot of screen capture videos on this channel, so that's why we love it.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. User friendly, easy to use, easy layout, screen recording. You can also have PowerPoint integration. There's a lot of, they just updated to the latest version, and there's a ton of cool transitions. You can film and edit courses, like if you wanted to go down that route later on. A lot of online teachers use Camtasia. So yeah, I would say it's very, we're getting blown out again. It's a super user-friendly.
I'll save you guys.
And there are people in here that have never used it, and now they use it every day.
I'll just stay here for the rest of the live stream.
And shout out to Commander 30 for the
thank you so much, Commander Green. Really appreciate that. That's so nice of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on here and asking that question and putting it out there.
Yeah.
And I would most definitely start a YouTube channel and just make sure it's on something that you love, really. And then you can do it. We were talking the other day, I was talking with Roland, and I was asking him a question. I was saying, like, can you see yourself doing YouTube for 5 more years? And he's like, oh, I'm just getting started. And I'm like, we're on year 6. And I honestly still every year still feel like I'm just getting started. And I still have so much more to learn and so many more videos to do. And that's the beauty of loving what you do, is that you never feel like you're finished or you're done. So
yeah, I
would recommend. Dawn says, lol, Jewel, I feel like you are thinking of me when you are talking about vlogging. It's kind of true, though. I'm actually not thinking about anybody. I'm actually thinking about my own vlogs, because from a business perspective, right, our vlogs if I'm looking at the analytics, they don't make us money. It's like a couple cents or whatever. They'll never go, unless I'm doing a specific vlog about some store or some restaurant that's very targeted, a hiking vlog here in Vancouver, or me biking or whatever, jumping off stuff, will likely not make us, not get us any sales or get us anything tangible. But what I do love about vlogs is I love filming vlogs. I like showing our adventures. They're kind of like a memory keepsake for myself.
Yeah.
I watch like vlogs from years ago and I remember the memories, and that means a lot to me. And I also want to show vlogs to show our personality, so you guys can get to know us, and that we're just regular people just like you guys, and just wanting to have fun and whatever, and just show that we're normal. And just show I'm proud of where I live in Vancouver and when we travel, and I just want to share the adventures.
It's a great way to sorry guys, it's a great way to connect with your audience. Like blogging is just, it's so personal. It's just, it's raw, it's authentic. So yeah, it's a great type of video to include in your channel, I think, whatever you're talking about. And it's not to say that you can't monetize a vlogging channel. You absolutely can.
And there are people who make millions off of them.
Yeah, they have grown amazing followships and subscriber bases, and it's just, it can be very lucrative. But yeah, if it's like, it can take time. It can take time to do, number one, because you need to, I think with vlogging, and you might have a different opinion, but I think with vlogging, you have to build that subscriber base first.
Yeah.
To have that fellowship before advertisers will start putting their ads on your channel.
And they find that, if you're starting just like a family vlog and you're just trying to become famous and stuff, like that's a whole nother road to go down emotionally, that I don't want to go down. Like, I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to do it like that. But to each their own, right?
To each their own.
Awesome. Woo-hoo! William is now one of the Camtasia students.
William.
That is so cool. Have fun in there. There's a ton of tutorials, so you'll be busy. Make sure that you are applying what you've learned. So if you've learned something about a specific feature, go and try it out in a video. Test it out. Make sure that you can do it before you move on to the next.
And welcome to the Camtasia community. We have a lot of students in there. Awesome. Thank you both. I hope to meet you one day when things are better. I'll be messaging you when I start my YouTube channel. No problem.
Awesome. That's so cool. I'm excited for you to start your YouTube channel. There are so many other members here who did not have a YouTube channel when they joined the stream, and then they started one, and now they got it going. Yeah. Teddy is one of the examples. He had 19 subscribers and didn't think that he could get 10 more subscribers. And now he's pushing 5,000 subscribers, about to reach 6. And he had just every week kept joining the community, kept putting it out there, grabbed onto the energy. Like, there's actual energy in this live stream. And if you grab onto it and use it, it can push you forward.
We love sharing your story over and over and over again, Teddy. So I hope you don't mind for that.
It's a real hoop dream story.
It is a hoop dream. It is. The nice thing about having so many different editing software options, you can find one that fits with you and your style. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many out there. You got to just literally try them out.
Yep. Editing videos are really awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that course is like super comprehensive. And she explains, I mean, you guys know, if you watch all the tutorials on this channel, the way she explains things, super down to earth, very easy to understand, no jargon. And it makes it really simple to follow along.
Roland says, wow, Reet has the glow over her and I have the halo. Yeah.
I know. This is such an awkward sitting position for the live stream. I'm saving you guys. I hope you know. I'm sitting here so that, you guys don't get blinded, because the blinds don't seem to help, even though they're down. So
Timothy loves the arcade vlog. Yeah, see, I like documenting things like that. Arcade vlog was when we rented an entire arcade, a private arcade. This guy rents a warehouse here in Vancouver, and he is his passion is vintage arcading, and he filled up an entire warehouse room with vintage arcade games from the 90s and like pinball machines, retro,
Super
and it's
cool.
just like it was like traveling back in time when you went in there.
Yeah.
Lisa says good night. She has to go to bed. She's getting up at 3:30.
All right. Good night, Lisa. Well, that's super
have a
early.
Great trip.
Yeah. Have a good night, Lisa, and thanks for stopping by. It was good to see you here and hang out with you as well this evening.
Mm-hmm. Donda's Life says, you are not normal, Jewel. You are outstanding. Not everyone can be that, but we can try.
That's such a beautiful comment.
I honestly
so
just
sweet.
Feel like a regular person. I feel like I'm weird. Like I'm pretty silly. Like if you meet me in person, I'm pretty silly.
That's why you're not normal.
Yeah, I guess so. Tenderheart says, thank you, Dawn. You're going to look into the different editing softwares. Yeah, it's great because you got to find what works for you. There's not one fits all. That's what I've learned in life is there's not only one way to do life. There's not only one way to do YouTube. There's not only one way to do making money online. There's many. So find what works for you.
Yeah.
Teddy says, I do not mind at all. If my story helps others, awesome. That is great.
Good stuff. Good to know because we'll keep on sharing it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's great. Thank you so much for an excellent discussion this evening. Thank you for sharing the habits that you want to work on more to improve your life. Thank you for being here and asking such great questions and for giving us energy.
You've given us energy.
You really have. Yeah. It's always a great time sitting here with you guys and just having these conversations. And that's why we created this space, this weekly mastermind for you to come here every single week and hang out with like-minded people and get the support that you need, because it can be super isolating and lonely and confusing and all of that good stuff that we go through in the roller coaster journey of being an entrepreneur and growing our own business. So please do join us again next Thursday, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern. And yes, thank you so much.
We just want to do a last thank you to everyone who did a super sticker and a super chat. I'm just trying to find the others here. We really do appreciate that. And we're just so happy that we can just share our knowledge and wisdom with you guys, because when we were going through all this, we said that we would give back. Like we would just give as much as we could to as many people who wants our help as possible, that we would do that and give the energy right back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So thank you guys so much. Good night. Good night to all. Good night, Timothy, Roland, Dawn, and William, and Tender, everyone else, Teddy, everyone else who's on this live stream tonight. I know there's a lot of people watching as well who don't prefer to comment, but
That's okay.
We see you.
We still appreciate
you. Thank you so much for being here this evening.
Jojo.
Yes, Jojo. All right, guys, have a good evening. Bye for now.
Bye.
See you next time.